This was awkwardly quiet, but hello there, everyone. Welcome in. I need to remove. Sammy isn't gonna be here. I need to remove her guest icon. But yeah, say hello, goobers.
Hello, goobers.
Well,
Hello.
okay, cool. Everyone seems to be here. That's good. So, I'm gonna give a heads up. I am a little tired. I will explain later why I'm tired. So, how was everyone's weeks?
Well, I would like to start off the weeks with certified 07 moments. The time has come. I disposed of my old desktop.
Your old computer?
07 in chat.
07s.
I'm gonna drop an 07 too.
I was also gonna get rid of my old laptop that was my first computer, but I decided against that.
Nostalgia reason, or because you can actually
Yeah.
make use of it? Yeah, fair enough.
For nostalgia reasons, not because it's like any useful. It takes like 15 minutes to boot.
Yeah, same here with my old HP laptop. Also, thank you both for the subscription.
Yeah.
I mean, I might at some point try like putting a Linux on it to see if it's usable, but I might just like put it in a box somewhere and like use it as the bottom for a stack of pants. Who knows?
Who knows?
We shall see. The only other thing with that is I took the hard drive out of my old computer because it was really the only part that was any good. And I need to figure out a way to properly put it in my new computer because it's a different size from the hard drives that than the hard disk drive I've got in this computer, so I need to mount it somewhere else. I considered pulling the old shitty graphics card out of it, but there's like literally no point to do that, so I didn't.
Makes sense.
And the RAM's non-compatible, so like, I mean, if the RAM was compatible, I would have just upgraded that one instead of getting a new one.
Makes sense, makes sense.
Other than that, yesterday was the junk haul-out day. Haul out all the big, bulky junk to be picked up.
Yep. I know that feeling.
Yeah. Then was a little bit damp this week. That's whatever.
Moist, even.
Yep. Yep. That's my week, I guess.
Cool. Who wants to go next?
I think I'll do.
Alright.
So the Monday was of course my birthday, so
Happy birthday.
it was fun.
Yes, we played some Gunfire. We played some Gunfire Reborn on stream.
Yeah. After that, it was just a bit of working as per usual. A few weeks ago, when I was eating, I think I accidentally ate something that I shouldn't, or at least part of it. Thankfully, I didn't get sick. It was just I ate it. A few moments later, it came back out. Thankfully, it was that I noticed on time, so no damage was done to anything else. But I made sure to wait a moment before eating again after that.
What, you ran to the nearest person you hit and then released that the contents of your body into them?
No. My toilet's close by, so I assume it's just do that. Easy as that. Might as well just do it there and then just flush. No need to do anything else. That's kind of the only few things that are really noteworthy. Just my birthday and a small oopsie. Darius?
Yeah, my week?
Yes.
It has been a week.
Yeah, I get that.
Doing stuff. But that's about it.
Done the week of all time, basically.
And nothing I'm going to disclose.
Alright, fair enough. My week went from god awful to pretty good. I think everyone can figure out why I'm saying god awful. It's not like I've talked about
Spanish
this.
internet struck again.
Not just that. That is just part of the problem. No, it's...
Bless.
Yes. Yes, absolutely yes. It was horrible. Thursday and Friday were both just days where I just wanted to exit the world and just disappear. It was awful. Sorry. I had an exam on Friday. Got an 8.95 out of 10, so that was good.
Nice.
And after that, on Saturday, I got a notification from a friend from the old Smash 4 community, and it was like, "Hey Jimmy, I know it's late, but do you think you can like commentate for a tournament?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." This was at 12:30 a.m. Tournament
We'll talk about that
bracket
later.
and tournament bracket and commentary started at 1:30 and it ended at 5:20. I was up until nearly 6 in the morning commentating a tournament, and it was a lot of fun. And I am very glad that I did. I told the organizer that if he wants me again, I'll be glad to enter it, with the caveat that, you know, I probably need to be given a heads up on Saturdays because it's the only day where I can really do it. But yeah, that was good. That was a good end to the week. I also edited the Atlas video that I uploaded today, like yesterday. I definitely didn't forget about it. Nope, not at all.
No.
It was kind of late, and now I've been kind of busy with other things. Like I had a couple exams to prepare this week. I have a fair tomorrow, not tomorrow, on Thursday next week. So, mine's been in a lot of things all at once. But yeah, aside from that, it's been just a bad week turned better. Thanks to some really nice people. Yep.
That's good.
Yep.
So that's everyone's week?
Yep.
Yeah, seems
That was
about
fast.
it.
That was fast for once.
I mean,
Yeah.
Emmy usually has the longest weeks.
True, I guess. Anyway, idea box time. Breaking news!
Oh boy, what is it?
Someone tried to shoot Trump again.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Like, didn't get, like, anywhere close, but... And a lot of the stuff around it is looking like,
Again, SAS.exe.
yeah.
Damn.
Signalgate Hegseth, that asshole, was supposedly spotted, like, chuckling to himself as he was walking out of the room. I'd like to point out, do you remember that the time during his campaign when someone tried to shoot him?
And
Remember
hit
that?
his ear?
Yeah, that supposedly hit his ear.
Supposedly, yeah.
Yeah. So, you know how Trump usually goes constantly, can't stop talking about anyone who's ever wronged him in any way in his mind? Has he ever mentioned that guy again?
The one who tried to shoot him?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That and some other stuff, like apparently he asked about like where his shoe was like 3 times while he was being shuffled off that stage.
I also heard that like the sound of the like that he said that he thought that the sound of the shot was just tray falling or something.
I don't know.
Both of them are like kind of whack. They canceled the White House press dinner event, which he didn't attend last year. This year he attended and he got interrupted. They said they're gonna reschedule it, but you know, we'll see. Also, some other important people in the like audience were spotted being rather non-fussed about it. So like, Seems a little sus.
A little.
Yeah, it does.
Also, I should mention this is the same room someone tried to assassinate Ronald Reagan. Literally the same room.
Seems like that room is, if you forget about the sus part about it, does seem too safe, huh?
Yeah. And reminder, Ronald Reagan before Trump was the patron saint of the Republican Party. Now they'd probably call him a woke or something.
Probably.
Because he thinks tariffs are dumb.
Because they are.
Yes. Especially how Trump's applying them willy-nilly.
Yep.
But, top of the idea box. We have an update from last week. Last Sunday, at the end of Roomba, while Meep was scrolling headlines, I said that I saw that there'd been a mass shooting in Louisiana. There has been an update on that. It is the deadliest shooting in the U.S. in the last 2 years.
Sadly, it doesn't surprise me at all.
With 8 dead, which was 8 children were killed, 2 adults were wounded, and 1 other child was wounded in a fall while fleeing. The asshat responsible was killed while fleeing from police, and the dead are a group of 7 siblings and their cousin. The shooter was the father of the 7.
What the?
So basically, the worst piece of shit that exists. Okay.
Yes.
Like,
And from my understanding, one of the 2 adults who was wounded was their mother, who was they were scheduled to go to divorce court the following week.
God, that fucking poor mother. Holy fucking shit.
Yeah.
I have no, once again, I have no idea in what is going on in the mind of such an individual that just says, yeah, okay, I'm going to kill my own offspring.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
And
fuck up.
From my understanding of what I've seen on it, this is basically literally everyone's this is out of nowhere. So even if the US had functional gun control, this that wouldn't have done anything.
That also sounds like a very specific shooting, by the looks of it.
Yeah.
It's not like some random asshole going into a fucking elementary school or something.
No, this was this was in a house.
Yeah, so it's a more specific scenario.
Yeah. Yeah. Next up, last week we talked about that the FBI director has been accused of being drinking a lot and being absent from his job. He apparently didn't like that, and the magazine that first reported on his alleged drinking and absences, he's suing them for defamation.
Damn.
I'd like to point out, in a press conference, he refused to deny the allegations. And just said that they're fake news.
Defamation. So
Yeah.
they are fake news.
Yeah, he just said they're fake news. You know the news? Myanmar! That place. Where they're famous for having a coup start in the background of someone's dancing fitness video. The military junta that is currently in charge of Myanmar has banned aid agencies from distributing sanitary pads, which is a period product for women. The junta is alleging that rebel forces are using them for first aid. Which means that the junta is banning, according to their own words, they are banning the distribution of medical equipment.
Uh-huh.
Which is
Cringe.
cringe. I mean, period products are technically health equipment, so, you know, they'd be doing that anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I'm pretty sure that banning medical care to combatants is, like, not allowed. It's been a while since I've read the Geneva Conventions, I'm gonna be honest. But, also, yes, I have read the Geneva Conventions.
Probably for class. If I wouldn't be
No,
No.
actually.
Oh, just for pleasure. Goddamn.
No, it was to win an argument.
I have one of the articles as in my friends list actually. I have to check which one it was.
But, yeah. Big poo-poo.
Big stinky poo poo.
Next up, we're going back to Washington, D.C., where this week, at the... which building was it? It was the Cannon House office building, which is one of the office buildings for the, congressmen in the House of Representatives, for them and their staff. 120 people showed up. These were a mix of veterans and their families, many of the veterans being disabled. They basically showed up to stand in the building's rotunda to protest the war in Iran, and they basically just kind of stood there in a loose formation. Two of them held like a banner that said like "Stop the War." And they were holding red tulips in memorial of the Iranians killed by the U.S. Capitol Police were sent in to arrest them all with zip tie handcuffs.
Wow.
Supposedly, the Speaker of the House personally ordered them arrested, though I only saw one source say that, and it was one of questionable validity. What I was able to confirm is that they had specifically requested to speak with the Speaker of the House because they wanted to present him a folded U.S. flag.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Meanwhile, French protesters. A group of French protesters broke into, I don't know if it was the factory or a warehouse, and they torched a quartet of Caterpillar D930 bulldozers bound for Israel.
Yeah.
If you're not familiar, the D930 is Israel, the IDF's preferred basis for their armored killdozers.
Oh.
Because they make actual, proper, professional killdozers to very literally bulldoze Palestinians in their homes.
Great.
They've been doing this for literal decades. In other news, let's take a break from all this. I stumbled upon this week what I consider a very compelling theory for why right-handedness is the dominant hand in humans.
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
And it relates to the asymmetry of the heart.
Oh, because the heart's on the left side?
Because the human heart is in the center of your chest. However, it's asymmetric, so it sticks out a bit further to the left, which is why it's quote unquote on the left.
Yes.
The theory is that ancient genus Homo mothers would carry their children in their left hand because the sound of the mother's heartbeat helps calm infants. and so they're then using their right hand to do tasks.
Mm-hmm.
Thus leading to it being the predominant dominant hand.
Makes sense. Yeah, I suppose that makes sense. Carry the baby with left hand, do things with the right hand.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Why was it again that left-handed people exist?
Because left-handedness as a minority is basically it's everyone having the same dominant hand is beneficial for tool sharing. However, a small amount of left-handedness is beneficial because if everyone's right-handed and you're like training to go stab someone with a pointy stick, you're gonna train against someone who holds their pointy stick in their right hand and their shield in their left hand. But if the other guy's holding the pointy stick in their left hand and their shield in their right hand,
You're screwed.
you don't know what's gonna happen. But they've obviously trained against people who hold the pointy stick in their right hand and the shield in their left hand.
Yep.
Which then leads to hilarity where two lefties come up against each other and neither of them know what they're doing.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Also, Darius, I heard what you said. Oh, look at that. I am left-handed myself.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
I had no idea.
Yeah, I also know a few left-handed people, but it just always surprised me that it's such a minority. And
I know
it continued
one place where left-handedness is actually pretty common, or at least people like practicing specifically to use the left hand even if they're right-handed, is American baseball. Because due to the way TLDR, when you're at the bat to hit the ball to then go run around in a circle, if you're left-handed, you stand closer to first base than if you're right-handed.
Yep. Because you have to go.
Also,
you have to wait. Right? Yeah. No. Because when you're left-handed, you stand on the right side of the base to swing. If I recall.
Yes.
If you're right-handed, you have to stand on the left side to hold the bat with your right hand.
Yeah. Also, the baseball had to set up a special rule specifically to figure out the rules for ambidextrous pitchers and ambidextrous batters, because there was like a thing in one of the minor leagues where an ambidextrous pitcher and ambidextrous batter spent like 5 minutes swapping hands back and forth without actually throwing a pitch.
God damn.
That's funny.
In other news, The Onion has officially taken possession of the InfoWars intellectual property.
I don't like when put chemicals in the water. That turn the freaking frogs gay.
I saw a post about like someone who's like a conspiracy nut who like, oh yeah, but believe chemicals in the water that makes the frogs gay. However, some of them were already gay to begin with. It's like, damn, nuanced conspiracy nuts. Is the world healing, or is this like the bell curve? Bell curve meme.
The bell curve meme.
I don't know. But The Onion also this week put out an excellent video bit, which was basically the Republican Party's divide between the pedophile supporters and the extremely supportive pedophile supporters.
I don't like how that sounds.
And basically half the comments like, damn, The Onion's branching out into real news.
Oh god.
Time to do wars with info.
Yeah. Well, hold on, I've got, because I sent it to my mother, and as well as a list of some of my favorite comments from the comment section on that video.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, where is it? I think I went past it. Yeah, I've gone past it. Where is it? Here it is. Some gems from the comment section. Surprising pivot by The Onion into just regular news. Please think if the children never meant what you thought it meant. We're winning the info wars with this one. Now we know why they're anti-abortion. The GOP has progressed from No Child Left Behind to Leave No Childs Behind. This is actually a lot more believable than the vomit InfoWars used to spew. Fox News, performative outrage masquerading as real news. The Onion, real news masquerading as performative satire. I'd say think of the children, but I really hope they don't in this instance. The party just doesn't have a unifying cause, and without Democratic presidents wearing tan suits or having sex with adult women to act as a greater evil, those cracks are becoming clear. Yeah, the title of the Onion video is Fractures Emerge Between GOP's pro-pedophile and extremely pro-pedophile wings. It's like, yeah? Yeah, it do. Anyway, Bull. Rat poison.
Rats?
Yeah.
Was the one with the hip? Was it hip?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So, a little while ago, a parent was ready to feed one of their babies baby food, as you do.
As you do.
Yep.
As she opened the pot and looked at the food, she noticed that something was a bit odd about it. So, she sent it out to investigate what it was. Turns out, there was rat poison in it.
Hooray.
And here's the kicker. When she went to the company about this, the company told her that no, it did not leave the factory poison. Which would mean one of two things. Either the company is lying,
Very likely.
Very likely.
or someone would have gone to the store and just dump rat poison into multiple pots of baby food.
Very unlikely. That makes no sense. Why would you do that?
And then resealed it in a way that made sure the seal was still intact, obviously.
The second option is already impossible because it has been happening in multiple countries, including Slovakia and Austria. So yeah. So it must be definitely the company.
Yeah. I think so too.
Except it's a conspiracy and there's like an organization that just says, hey, how about we poison children with rat poisoning? But yeah, that would be
Rats. The rats.
pretty insane.
They're the rats.
Rats.
Not the most evil thing a baby food company has ever done.
No, but
Unfortunately.
still, just why?
Because
That's not a good answer. Just
Because the only people
But
who
that's
would
how the
die
world
would be
works.
the peasantry. And we here at the C-suite don't give a shit about the peasantry.
Yeah, because we're the rich. The rich. We're the rich.
In other news, Tucker Carlson, that asshole. This guy, former Fox News host who was like fired for being too much of a right-wing MAGA chud, he has officially apologized for helping elect Trump, saying that he misled people.
Shocker.
there's at least something.
Yeah, genuinely shocker. So yeah, that's how bad Trump's going. Anyway, Trump's labor secretary has been, she has left the administration, to be replaced by Dude. Though this time, it's actually, like, probably for legitimate reasons, rather than just she upset the glorious leader by not sucking his dick hard enough. Because by the looks of it, she was, like, being investigated for, like, 3 different, like, scandals. Like, abuse of power, misuse of taxpayer funds, and an affair with a member of her security detail.
Oh, a politician?
Oh,
That's
wow.
nice.
Also, she, like, hasn't actually, like, been doing the job. Her second-in-command, who's taking over, was, like, doing the job anyway. Because, like, her first course of action upon taking position was to immediately go on tour around the country. Which, like, going around the country to, like, talk to various labor leaders as, the head of the Department of Labor, not a horrible idea, but probably not, like, literally the first thing you should do. Maybe, like, the second thing.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Like, just saying. And the guy who's set to at least interim replace her is a guy who's actually like competent at the position, because that's actually like his career is working in like the Department of Labor versus this lady who was like she was a one-term congresswoman who was loyal to Trump,
Mm-hmm.
and that was her qualification. Next up, we're going to Mars. The distant land of Mars. Where NASA's Curiosity rover this week performed one of its experiments that it is set up to do. And this is the first time it's done this experiment, because this specific experiment involves a specific chemical to run the experiment, and as you may expect, a robot sent to another planet can only carry so much of said chemical.
Uh-huh.
Specifically, a whopping 2 cups of it, which is
Not a lot.
2 cups, 2 milliliters. 473 milliliters.
Close to half a liter.
Yeah. So it's not nothing, but it's not a lot. For reference, in the United States, you can buy soda by the 2-liter bottle.
Yeah, same in Europe.
Because of this very limited amount, NASA was looking for the ideal location to run this experiment. And I think they found an ideal location because the experiment identified at least 20 different organic molecules in the dry lake bed, which is further evidence for Mars potentially of having supported life at some point in the past.
Interesting.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Also, I'd like to point out, the Curiosity and Perseverance rovers, those are the size of a car.
Okay, makes sense.
Like, these are not little machines, these are big. And it has two cups of this stuff. Because it's full of...
I thought the rovers and such were like big by default.
Well, hold on, let me see if I can find the Mars rover size chart. Oh yeah, here is a picture of a pair of scientists standing next to some of the rover's Earthside test vehicles. Oh, hold on. There we go. These are the test vehicles, because NASA has a copy of each one that's kept on Earth, so they can like do tests to help them like get out of trouble.
Fair enough.
So yeah, they are pretty sizable. That angle's not the best for like seeing like how big they are. All right, here's another one where it's a JPEG, so the quality's not great. But here's someone in a front-on view with the Curiosity landside, which has its own name. I just don't remember what it is. Yeah, it's a large contraption. In other news, a study this week was published. From my understanding, it wasn't the greatest quality study, but it was a study that suggested a potential link for Americans between a healthier diet and increased risk of lung cancer.
Like if you have a healthier diet, you have a higher risk.
Because
The
of
opposite,
pesticide contamination. Because of pesticide contamination on your fruits and veggies.
Right? Oh, wow, that's cringe.
Yeah. Which is why you wash your fruits and vegetables. That's not just because, like, that's a good idea to, like, get, like, pesticides and crap off them. Also because they've just been, like, out in the store for people to touch.
Yes.
And, like, breathe on.
Yep.
And also, most in the US, at least, like, foodborne illnesses are, like, from, like, fruits and vegetables. Because you don't cook a salad.
No.
Watch me.
Like, the fact your chicken may have salmonella on it's irrelevant because you cook it to a high temperature so that would kill any salmonella on the chicken.
Well, I guess
In
it's
other
time to cook
news,
bananas, guys.
in other news, a new rat just dropped.
Okay.
They discovered a quote-unquote new species of rat in Indochina. So that's like the Vietnam, Laos area. Which is actually basically like it's basically a living fossil. It's like the one like fish, where it's like just this last surviving member of like an ancient like genus, and everyone's like just thought it was like a rat, but they realized no, this is something specific. It's like oh cool, that's dope as hell. I'm gonna go also put that in links on Mina's server because okay. Bolt, drive instructor
Yeah.
loses driving license.
Yes. Let me pull up that news article real quick. So, um, imagine this, right? You're just driving to get your driver's license. When all of a sudden, your the instructor tells you, "Oh, you know what? Drive as fast as you can."
Huh?
Huh?
Yeah. It happened. It happened in Bergen op Zoom, where, after driving a bit, the instructor just said, "Oh yeah, just drive as hard as you can," resulting to the point where the one trying to get their license was driving 50 kilometers per hour over the speed limit. So. That's yeah, I don't know how that happens. It's like you're trying to get your driver's license and then the one instructing you happens to be the one losing their license. Like, they got their license first. They should know that saying someone go drive as fast as you can is going to be a major problem. I'm surprised that the one who was trying to get their license still did it. But at the same time, it's like, again, you're trying to teach them how to get their driver's license, and then you tell them to break the laws of traffic. It is as amusing as it is embarrassing.
And weird.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently this weekend was the 40th anniversary of the Chernobyl disaster.
Oh, damn. Thanks, Russia. Very cool.
Yep. I just found another video from the incident of someone trying to control, but someone was so non-fussed they didn't even they just kept eating. Apparently, Xbox has a new logo.
It doesn't exist.
Uh,
Xbox has been cancelled.
they have a new logo, and they've it's less minimalist. They made it more complicated. Let's go. It looks cool. Alright. Next up, the Florida Attorney General has opened an investigation into OpenAI, alleging ChatGPT was an accomplice in a 2025 shooting because the shooter used it to help plan his attack.
Wow. Do I say it, chat? Survive, absolutely nobody. It just feels like an endless cycle of this kind of stuff.
Yeah. You know the news? Virginia. Virginia voters
Country home?
this week. Huh?
Country road?
No, that's West Virginia.
Ah.
This is normal Virginia. The cringe Virginia. The cringe Virginia has done something based. So, if you cast your mind back to Trump telling Texas to gerrymander their districts to get him more seats, and he's basically told all the GOP to do that. Virginia Democrats proposed a gerrymander map, put it to the voters, and the voters approved it. So, assuming everyone votes exactly like they did in the last election,
Trump would lose.
this would go from a 6-5 Democrats to 10-1 Democrats.
Right, I saw that too.
Yeah.
Didn't it also cause someone to say that it was rigged?
Trump called it rigged. Trump called the
I
election
didn't
rigged.
want to mention his name.
Yeah. Because anytime he loses, it's rigged.
Yes.
Yeah, I lose, it has to be rigged.
The GOP is generally baby mad about it. To which I think one of the best clapbacks was AOC basically making chicken sounds at him. Basically, Lamau, you started this.
Basically, yeah.
Because like, oh no, the Democrats did exactly what we've been doing. Oh no.
Anyway.
Also, the Democrats have been trying to ban partisan gerrymandering for literal decades, and the Republicans have literally not voted for it once. Like, the ability to stop this has been in Congress multiple times, and y'all didn't because y'all want to do this, but look at this. Look, we've done it. Now you're baby mad. Lamau, cope and seethe. And then like a judge like blocked it, but it's like the judge who like blocked it like 3 times and been overturned every time because they're a Trump-appointed nutcase. So, you know,
Yeah.
it's gonna be fine. Next up, Signalgate Hegseth, that idiot.
That asshat.
That asshat, this idiot. he has scrapped the requirement for U.S. troops to get the annual flu vaccine.
Huh? What?
Yeah, because we need to make America healthy again.
By removing vaccines.
Yes.
So what, did the earworm from JFK Jr. trickle into his ear?
Probably. I'd like to point out, by the way, that during the American Revolution, one of the things George Washington credits as like one of the most important things he did is he got his entire army inoculated against smallpox. He considers that one of the most important things he did, like during the Revolutionary War, was that he did that.
Oh. George Washington twists and turns in his grave.
Yep.
Next up, latest estimates place 7% of all U.S. electricity use on being by data centers.
Wow.
Now, I should mention that as far as I could tell, that statistic was all data centers, not just AI data centers.
Still, that's
So that
a
includes.
lot.
It's still a lot, but it's not like just AI is using 7% of the power grid. That's like the internet is using 7% of the energy grid.
Okay.
So like,
So from that 7%, how much is AI?
the study I saw didn't say. To be fair, it's kind of hard to tell because data centers can like do both, or they can be dedicated. However, the one thing I did see is how much is expected to expand is questionable. Because while a large number of new data center projects have been like initiated to like do AI shit, their actual constructability is in question because these range from issues from like local opposition to money problems to the fact that apparently this demand surge for data centers is really poorly timed. Because apparently the lead time for grid scale electrical transformers that are needed for these facilities is like 2 to 4 years. Meaning if you place an order for the transformers you need to, power your data center, you'll need like 2 to 4 years before you get it.
Damn.
The reason for that isn't just because literally everyone's buying them and like there's one company that builds an important piece for them, but also, you know what is coming up within 2 to 4 years?
New AI?
No.
The elections?
Apparently, within 2 to 4 years, a very large number of grid scale transformers in the actual electrical grid that like are owned by like, the utility companies. Within 2 to 4 years, a very large number of them are gonna reach the end of their estimated service life. So
yeah,
that'll be potentially a problem. Next, Mr. Brainworms himself, RFK Jr. Took to the stand to defend Trump's claims that he has reduced the price of a medicine by 600%. Now, I don't know how much you guys know about how percentages work.
There's a lot.
600% would be if something costs $10, it now costs negative $50.
Yeah, it's 6 times less.
No.
Wait.
It's because 100% is the full amount. So, if you reduce it by 600%, you reduce it by its full price 6 times. So it's now negative 5 times its price.
Jesus.
That would mean that they would have to pay you to take their items.
Yes. But don't worry, RFK Jr. has this baller quote. Quote, Trump has a different way of calculating percentages. If you have a $600 drug and you reduce it to $10, that's a 600% reduction.
No, that's a 90
No, it isn't.
something percent
No.
reduction.
No,
90%.
that's like a 99% reduction. That's not how math works.
It's the brain worms that are talking to him. They speak to him
Yeah.
in code.
600% discount on Steam? Holy shit!
Yeah.
Steam's
That's-
giving us money. Sign me
Yeah.
the fuck up.
I mean,
Sorry,
one of them
couldn't
has
help
brain
myself.
worms, the other has dementia, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And both are in the government.
Yeah.
dude.
That speaks a lot.
In other news, the Department of Justice this week announced has announced charges against one of the U.S.'s preeminent civil rights group, or quote unquote wire fraud. This is the Southern Poverty Law Center, who is being charged.
Uh-huh.
They're being charged for wire fraud because they were paying informants to infiltrate hate groups to gather information to provide to the police. And by hate groups, I mean the American Nazi Party and the KKK. Among others.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, no, that, yeah. Yep, that's cool. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Because those are their guys.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Darius.
Oh no, you can skip. Okay, no, the DMC thing, that counts, but the other two are for next week.
Okay.
So yeah. Basically why I wrote that in is because I wrote in I love DMC, Alkai, Devil May Cry. Is because the new trailer for Devil May Cry Season 2 anime dropped. And yes, I know, first season, it was a bit explosive. Half people liked it, the other didn't because they changed a few story bits and they had the original villain. But hey, the second season is going to be, from the looks of it, animation-wise and lore-wise and character-wise, a banger. Because first of all, we have fucking Virgil.
He looks ugly
I
as
think
shit.
that already confirms 100%. And we have Mundus, which is basically the main antagonist of the overarching Devil May Cry universe, and especially Devil May Cry 1.
By the way, Darius,
Yeah.
have you heard that in the animated series of Devil May Cry, in this next upcoming season 2, Mundus is gonna be giving Virgil the Yamato?
You mean handing him it in?
Yep.
I mean, you saw it in the trailer technically, but I still have to see in the anime how they're actually going to do it, because if he just stole it and now hands it to Virgil, I don't mind it that much, because once again, it's a different adaptation and it is a different universe anyways, so you should always take what is inside of it with a grain of salt when you play the games.
Fair enough.
But yeah, once again, as long as you see it as a different product at a different time, and I think it's fucking enjoyable. It's the same for the One Piece live action, for example. Like, I watch the One Piece anime, but the One Piece live action is so differential when it comes to its story that I see it as a own thing. And as long as you see it as a one own thing, it's pretty fun. So yeah. Yeah, it looks good. And especially the animation. The animation looks absolutely glorious, which thank God, because season 1 was... They had some parts where you also know the CGI, but the kind of bad CGI where I was like, bro, look at how they slaughtered my boy. So yeah, I hope that they're at least going to get that sorted out. But yeah, that's what I wanted to report in.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna backtrack to the before the idea box. For the thing that happened yesterday where someone tried to get Trump. Yeah. No, the Fox News had to cut the feed for one of the reporters who was there because they were basically saying that, yeah, they got told that it was planned.
Wait, what?
I have. I'm gonna read out like the transcript of what this Fox News reporter was saying. I want to just quickly tell I was sitting next to Caroline Levitt, the press secretary's husband. He was one of our guests. He was seated next to me. And right as the dinner was starting and the national anthem happened, and he kind of leaned over and said, I watch you on TV. You do a great job. You need to be very safe. And he was very serious when he said that to me. And he kind of looked around the room and said, you know, there are some... Feed cut. That's...
Sus, incredibly sus.
Yeah, all of a sudden their phone just suddenly dropped out. Funny how that happens.
Funny quinky dinky.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Something rally around the flag effect? I don't know. Anyway, next up. A bipartisan bill has been introduced to the U.S. Congress, which would allow for SNAP food aid benefits to be used to buy hot rotisserie chickens from the supermarket. Currently, the way SNAP is worded, hot prepared foods of any kind cannot be bought with SNAP, meaning fresh rotisserie chicken is banned, but if it's cooled down and repackaged, it's fine. And everyone agrees that's dumb, and people should just be allowed to buy rotisserie chickens. So they're trying to pass a law to specifically allow rotisserie chickens.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. In other news, rare Trump administration W. Very rare. The Trump administration has reclassified state-licensed medical marijuana to a less dangerous category, meaning it is now Schedule 3 instead of Schedule 1, which reduces administrative hurdles on research, and makes it more usable, decriminalizing a lot of it. There are also expected hearings on reclassifying all marijuana in the near future, TM.
Okay.
Next up, France.
Sorry. Gag reaction.
France has mandated that solar panels must be installed over parking lots of 80 spaces or more.
Okay. Makes sense.
Which is estimated to, once fully installed across all of the country, generate 11 gigawatts of power.
I mean, that sounds good.
Energy.
Yeah.
Pure energy.
For reference, that's basically adding an entire nuclear reactor to the grid, from my understanding.
I mean, yeah.
So, yeah. Based France. Next, we're going back to Fox News. Because this week, Fox News published their latest survey of how well Americans think Trump is doing as president. And Fox News reported that 67% of Americans disapprove of Trump's job as president.
My question then is,
Okay.
why do you
Time to
vote
kick him
for
out.
him?
Of the half of Americans think he's not
A
doing the
super
job. Kick him out.
majority of Americans believe Trump has done a bad job as president.
Then my question is the same one again. Then why do you vote for him?
Because it's a cult.
What I wonder
a
is-
super majority of Americans think he's done poorly. According to Fox News, the unofficial official propaganda arm of the Republican Party.
Re-elections.
That's not gonna
That's
I like to
happen.
remind.
Yeah, I know
it
because
is-
of the shitty
midterms are this year, and I'm gonna be honest. If things are fair, and things are like a blowout, like it's probably gonna be. Like, seriously, the GOP has not like won a single special election since he's been elected. It's entirely possible the Democrats might be able to just impeach him and throw him out.
Hopefully.
So, let's hope so.
You know, if they have a spine, which they probably don't, so.
Yeah.
You know the news? Trump had an Oval Office press conference, which he was visibly dozing off as passed out for like the entire press conference. Which then has, at the end of it, the video feed cuts out to like end it early. But the audio feed doesn't cut out. And you hear Trump be the most honest he's probably ever been when he says he really needs to take a shit.
I saw.
Not really anything else to say on that. Just kind of funny.
Very funny.
Yeah. Amy has beware of AI generated space news. Some like Reddit space Twitter channel like, oh, look at this cool photo released by NASA. It's like, first of all, it's like a cool photo released of the hexagonal storm at Saturn's North Pole. First of all, that's an octagon.
Because there's 8 fantastic sides and 8 awesome angles. Sorry, I had to.
Yeah, it looks like
also,
people
there's like no
take fights
current
in there, so
NASA
yeah, it's
mission
not
that's like anywhere in position to do that. Anyway, next up, we're going back to France again, specifically to Paris,
Oh god.
where an unknown Frenchman was placing bets on Polymarket for daily high temperatures in Paris. Like super long odds. He was doing this for a reason. Because he'd figured out which thermometer Polymarket was using to determine the temperature in Paris. And it was unguarded, so he just walked up to it and sprayed it with a hairdryer for like a minute to spike its reading to cash out massive gains.
Respects to him. He was being smart, right?
Yeah. He like won like $3,000.
Go.
Now that thermometer is guarded. Because it's like at the Paris airport, so like they have to have like someone like keeping an eye on it now. Next up, a millionaire big game hunter went to Africa to go hunt a gazelle. No, it was antelope. He was hunting antelope, and a group of 5 elephants trampled him to death.
Oh,
Rest
karma,
in piss,
bitch.
bozo.
Get fucked.
He wasn't even hunting the elephants. He was hunting the antelope, and they still went, fuck this guy.
Yeah, he looks like an asshole. Let's fucking kill him. Another W for the elephants. Another W.
Yep. Next up, Abby gave me information on this one to cover for her. Pokemon judges hate fun. Where is it? Alright, let me...
Oh, is this still
Is
the
it
same
another
thing we
situation?
talked about last time?
Yeah,
No,
I think it's
is
this.
This is,
Wait.
hold on,
This
I'm gonna
Pokemon
scroll
Go.
Look for exactly. No, this wasn't Pokemon Go. This was a
Was it the
different
TCG?
Pokemon tournament. I think it was the TCG one.
Yep, I also know about that one. I don't know a lot, but I do know about that one. I don't think it's the Pokemon Company who hates... Yeah, no, never mind. I was thinking... I don't think it's the Pokemon companies who hate fun, it's just the judges themselves. They just want a... like a manner of...
Yeah, it was a TCG player who celebrated early, which some people are like, yeah, I kind of get, but he wasn't that far off, and he basically pulled the I win card, and they, like, disqualified him.
Yep. It's cringe. I think it's because he shook the table a little too hard.
Bro, like it's
Some-
like
yeah.
like becoming competitive.
Meanwhile, football players, whenever they score a goal,
Yeah.
We've talked about pop-offs before.
The Smash players.
I have Smash players when they pop off is way worse than football players when they
Yeah.
pop off.
Like honest to God, why would you be competitive in Pokemon if the judges are so fucking horrendous? Like, all they do is damaging the competitive scene with this.
Yep.
Okay, when they go to another TCG, okay, then fuck this, I guess.
Yeah, the thing is, if all the judges go to a TCGs, that's just gonna hurt those TCGs.
No, not the judges, the players.
I know.
The players should just go over to other communities. Maybe they get 10 times more appreciated there.
Next up, the Trump DOJ has reapproved multiple previously banned methods of executing death row inmates, including the firing squad, electrocution, and gas asphyxiation.
Damn. That is something.
So, yeah,
Grinch.
they're bringing back gas chambers.
I'm just not going to say anything.
In other news, Sony once again moves to ensure PlayStation has no games.
What did they do this time?
So apparently, they have rolled out a digital rights management system that requires your PlayStation to connect to the internet every 30 days, or else it will brick all of your digital games.
PS4, all of the digital games you have installed, my dear, they are going to disappear in 30 days. Thanks Sony
PS4
for this,
and
your own
PS5
failure.
apparently.
I use the PS5 more actively, but still, like, okay, that is like the most dick move I've ever seen. Holy fucking shit.
But guys, PS5 has no games!
Yeah.
It has God of War, that's sadly enough. Now, never mind, now it's on Steam.
Yeah, exactly. PS5 has no games. Except, like,
Yeah.
Astrobot.
Thank God I'm just a collector.
Yeah. Exactly. In other news, seemingly on a whim, Trump has announced that the Lincoln Memorial's reflecting pool will have the bottom painted blue.
Henceforth, making it not reflective anymore, which is dumb.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the whole way reflecting pools work, dark bottom, which like makes them like reflect, and is not gonna do that anymore because he's an idiot.
He's
And
allowed
like
to do
also
that.
he like just yeah. I don't think he can't just do that. There's like a process
Yeah.
for these sorts of things. Like with his ballroom, he's supposed to like not just do that.
Bro,
Oh, also, I nearly forgot. Like for the thing where someone like tried to get him, his immediate thing was like, "This is why we need to build the White House ballroom because it will be more secure." That was like his immediate reaction. Also, he just like randomly awarded a no-bid contract to like one of his buddies to repair a pair of fountains in DC. And it's like a $13 million contract. For reference, the previous administration like estimated it would cost like $3 million to repair those fountains.
Sus.
and with what money? Taxpayer money?
Yes, obviously. Next up, Meep's World News segment. The Ukrainians this week, they actually just today I saw they announced that they used some of their new ground robots to help evacuate civilians from near the front line. One of their like recon drones spotted an elderly woman basically trying to walk down the road to evacuate, and they got one of their ground drones, put a big blanket on it and a note, basically drove it near her, parked it a short ways away, had a note that basically said "climb on grandma." She got on and they drove it to drive her
It's nice.
back to a safe area where they could evacuate her.
Based.
It's just like how the Ukraine just, by improvising so much with drones and such, they just made it such a useful tool. It's insane.
I like the Ukrainian military is effectively the most modern military in the world right now.
Yeah, because they are literally pioneers when it comes to drone warfare and usage.
In other news, Ukraine this week bombed a Russian refinery so hard the nearby city has been suffering from black rain for most of the week.
That's a thing?
Because
Black
the
rain?
oil has been thrown up into the air by the explosions and fires and been falling out of the sky on the
Jesus.
city.
Oh, that's scary. That's
It's scary,
to
yeah.
think about.
Something tells me Russia's not gonna dedicate the funds needed to clean this up.
No.
No, they need it for something else.
And like the Russian locals are complaining about how their vacations have been ruined.
Oh, the vacation, holy.
Oh no. Anyway.
Cope. In other news, Ukraine published its latest average kill rates and rate of advance numbers for the last 6 months. Assuming the kill rates are accurate, and we can pretty accurately tell the advance rates of Russian advance is accurate. Assuming both numbers are more or less accurate, it is estimated that in order to take just the Donetsk Oblast, not all of the Donbass, not all of Ukraine, just the Donetsk Oblast, which, as a reminder, Russia started off occupying like half of.
Yeah, that's one of the regions.
Just to take the rest of it, it is estimated it would take Russia 1.5 million more lives and 180 years.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's over for them.
And that's assuming the current rates don't get worse, which they've consistently gotten worse.
And that's no
I'm not
nation.
sure. I'm not sure where the snail would be by this point. I'm pretty sure it's approaching the Atlantic coast of France.
Jesus Christ.
A war of 180 years long, bro. That reminds me of the Ultra Kill War. Holy fucking shit.
Reminder, like the longest war in history is the 100 Years' War.
Yeah,
Which was like 3 different wars that were just kind of lumped together in history.
basically. And so yeah, like, okay. Even if they if they continue on, it's over for Russia. Okay, they're going to collapse.
I haven't really been covering it, but I've seen reports coming out of like Russia. Like the last couple weeks, more and more of the like Russian Z bloggers have shifted from coping and seething over Russia losing to crashing out over Ukraine winning, with more and more speaking out directly about the fact that Russia's kind of fucked. I mean, they've been very careful to not blame the glorious leader, but like still, they're like acknowledging, yeah, Russia's like lost. We're done. We're fucked. We're ruined.
They're cooked. It's GG. It's
Yeah.
GG.
Swedish statisticians this week published an estimate that in order for Russia to close its current budget deficit for just this year, to close the current budget deficit, so like how much debt they're accruing year on year for this year. In order to close that to be like, so they're net neutral, so they break even for the year on the government budget, they would need the price of the Russian cheap ass oil to stay at over $100 a barrel for an entire year.
That ain't happening.
Yeah. So I wonder how long Trump's gonna keep the Iran nonsense going. Anyway, Trump's U.S.-Iran negotiation team in charge of convincing Iran to give up pursuing nuclear weapons was reportedly completely blindsided this week by Iran asking the U.S. what it is doing to uphold the Budapest Memorandum.
Huh?
Get fucked, honestly.
For those of
Just
you
get
not
fucked.
familiar with the Budapest Memorandum, the Budapest Memorandum was a four-sided agreement between the U.S., U.K., Russia, and Ukraine, where Ukraine agreed to give up all of its very large stockpile of Soviet-era nuclear weapons in exchange for security guarantees from the UK, US, and Russia, as well as a bunch of money to help it rebuild its economy, because post-Soviet Ukraine was kind of broke, as was most post-Soviet states. I like to point out, after the fall of the Soviet Union, I think Ukraine had the world's third or fourth largest stockpile of nuclear weapons.
Yep.
So, yes, apparently the U.S. negotiators were completely unprepared for that question.
I
Yeah.
mean, honestly, good question though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very reasonable question, especially given that they're negotiating with Trump, the guy who Obama spent like 5 years negotiating a nuclear deal with Iran, and then Trump tore it up in like his first month in office.
I just love how also the question plays at the same time, like, what the fuck are you doing here in Iran? Shouldn't you be over in Ukraine?
Yeah. Middle Eastern political commentators have been like floating the idea that a lot of the Gulf states should consider canceling their defense agreements with the U.S. and like closing the U.S. military bases in their countries, because the U.S. has become a liability, and they have found a more capable replacement for their primary defense partner, Ukraine.
That's even funnier. I thought, okay, the reason why I thought China is because of consistently how
Yeah. China was also making sense, but also a good suggestion.
Ukraine's
But yeah,
hilarious.
Yeah, but Ukraine, because Ukraine has demonstrated that it is more capable of, like, it sent like half a dozen guys to each country to like shoot down Iranian drones. They've proven more capable than the super expensive American systems. It costs less money, and Ukraine's like, yo, we'll like give you these. We have the production capability. We just need money. You guys have money, and you need our expertise. We have the expertise, and we need your money.
Sounds like a
hell
win-win
yeah.
to me.
Yeah, win-win. Also, by the way, Zelensky has announced this week that Ukraine is in the final stages of a defense agreement with India.
What?
India?
Yes.
India? Holy shit. Watch over
I'd like to point
billions
out,
of Indians
India
come over
is
there.
relatively friendly with Russia, for some reason. Well, mainly because India is like, I'm playing both sides, so I always come
Yeah,
out
India
on
is
top.
more like of a in-between player.
Yeah, I mean, they've been scammed by Russia a lot, but, you know. It's just... For someone who doesn't hold any cards, according to Trump, Ukraine sure seems to be very good at getting full houses.
Seems like the Ukrainian leader currently is a charismatic diplomatic leader.
Yeah,
And a comedian.
That too.
he's a comedian by trade.
Yeah, that's the funniest part.
Zelensky W's all over.
I wouldn't be surprised if in a like 5 to 10 years there's like a statue of Zelensky in Ukraine after the
Yeah,
war's
like
over.
he's
Oh,
currently like
absolutely.
one of the most important historical figures in our time.
Yeah, I'd like to point out that this whole nonsense has I mean, don't get me wrong, Ukraine is pretty thoroughly fucked.
Yes.
I mean, they have been pretty thoroughly devastated. A huge portion of their population has been killed and maimed. But Ukraine has once again demonstrated why it was basically the most important part of the Soviet Union for defense and industrial reasons,
Mm-hmm.
as well as being basically the hub of the Soviet technology industry.
Yep.
Like, I'd like to point out, by the fall of at the time of the Chernobyl disaster, 50% of Soviet like iron refining was done in Ukraine.
Yeah, Ukraine's not a small country. Like, Ukraine's probably the biggest country from the fall of the Soviet Union, not counting Russia.
No, I think Kazakhstan's
It's
bigger. But
Kazakhstan's bigger.
Ukraine is the largest country in Europe
Yes, it is the largest country.
by like a comfortable margin, and it
Yeah.
is.
Without even counting Crimea, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Even-
be honest,
no,
I completely
Crimea's,
forgot
like-
about Kazakhstan.
Fun fact:
Ah,
Kazakhstan arguably has a claim to Russia's UN seat at the permanent
yeah.
UN Security Council seat, because technically the UN Charter gave it to the Soviet Union, and Russia claimed inheritance of the Soviet Union. However, Russia left the Soviet Union before Kazakhstan.
Exactly.
Kazakhstan was the last member state of the Soviet Union.
That's
Therefore, it was
hilarious.
basically like when you leave a lobby, you're like the host. They were basically the host of the Soviet
Yeah.
Union before dismantling it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Also, the
So-
other day, I got a burn. I got my hand burned on the oven.
Oof.
It's not a big burn; it's a small one, but I still have the mark on it. Also, just wanted to say because I completely forgot. Just to move forward for a second, I forgot to say a couple things in my week. My dad went with my grandma and my uncle to the north of Spain, which a few days without her is good. She's gonna be gone for like 2 weeks from this house because my mom soonish is also going to go visit her mom up north. And one of the things we do. I know I gag at this near side of France, but there are things in France that they're earned in Spain. So sometimes when my dad goes up north, he goes shopping in France before going home. Like he casually just passes by to France because you can do that in Europe. You don't need a passport to move between countries of the UN, which I think is based.
Schenken.
So yeah,
What a wonderful-
he did some shopping. And he's now back home, and soon mom will be leaving for that. Just spending Mother's Day with her mom. I have something for her. She told me to give it to her when she got. Sorry, when she gets back home. All right, that's it.
Anyway, back to Meep's World News segment. Trump has extended the Iran ceasefire indefinitely while talks continue. As far as I'm concerned, this is Trump basically declaring status quo war over, which is objectively an
Not
Iranian
true.
victory.
Damn.
It's objectively not true. It also would make Iran objectively the winner. In other news, 2 IDF soldiers were arrested and are facing charges of, checks notes, desecrating a Jesus statue in southern Lebanon.
Huh?
The sanctity of this statue is being taken more seriously than all the massacres because the American evangelical base shielding Israel only cares about one of the 2.
Yep, it's Jesus.
Yep. The IDF then claimed that they got a replacement and put up a replacement, but it wasn't them. It was Italian UN peacekeepers.
Yeah, it makes sense to tell him to put it on deck.
In other news, apparently the USS Abraham Lincoln aircraft carrier is like almost out of food.
What?
Well, I hope they have fishing rods
Yeah.
nearby.
Could fish,
Like-
technically, yes.
No. Like they have been on like minimum rations for long enough. Like the crews are like reportedly losing significant weight.
Where's this
How?
carrier at, by the way?
It's bombing Iran.
Oh.
Hey,
How?
time to get on the boat and take it over.
United
Y'all
States.
hitterty.
United States. You have the ability to deploy a Burger King anywhere in the by air. How? Logistics is like the U.S. military's thing. How are they struggling to feed an mobile airstrip?
That is like one of the saddest developments, bro. Holy fucking shit.
Agreed.
Like, Signalgate Hegseth, what the fuck are you doing?
At this point, it's really disrespectful how the USA is actually dealing in the Middle East. It's like, bro, are you trying to win against yourself? Is that it's like that the game? Are you playing chess with yourself and losing?
It's almost like they fired a whole bunch of the competent leadership and replaced them with yes men.
Yes, man.
Hey, once
Fallout New
again-
Vegas.
It would surprise me, really. I mean, once again, the Democrats have no backbone, but still, it would surprise me if the midterms won't be a huge loss, and if it actually will lead to Trump being fucking kicked out. Because
Let's be honest. If
Yeah.
it's a huge loss, though, I have a bad feeling about things.
I'd like to point out, by the way, that the Democratic Party leadership, they did a investigation into like how they lost the 2024 election. They're refusing to release it.
what?
They are refusing to release the investigation of
Huh.
what led to them losing the 2024 election.
Huh.
That
The-
sounds like a load of barnacles.
The leading theory for why they're doing that is because it shows that their support of Israel is bad for the voter base. And the Democratic establishment supports Israel just as hard as the Republicans do. Because the Israelis have the most powerful lobbying group in the US, and somehow that's not seen as a problem.
Maybe it's time for the third party to rise. Whatever is the third biggest party in the US.
The third biggest party is the Libertarian Party, who is like basically just as insane as the Republicans.
Okay, never mind then. What the fuck? Do we even have normal fucking parties over there that aren't Bernie Sanders?
And
Like, please.
Bonnie.
What the fuck?
Nope,
Well, Madani is Democrat, if I remember correctly.
he's technically.
Yeah, technically.
He ran on the Democrat
still.
ticket.
But still. Oh my god.
Yeah, the Libertarians are, from my understanding, they're basically one step up from anarcho-capitalists. So,
How big is the
Fun.
Communism Party of the USA?
no.
No, that would be a plot twist. Oh god.
Damn, we really speed ran today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're like, oh god damn it.
I'll be right back.
Does anyone have a
Yeah.
tism prepared by chance?
Nope. Wait, are we just done with everything today? Is that it?
Yeah.
We just wow.
Yeah.
I just want to say we are less than 2 hours in.
Yeah.
I can talk
No,
about
that's why I said we
things,
speed ran.
about things I've watched.
Okay, we can just talk about random things. Fuck it, why
For
not?
example, like, did anyone watch Invincible?
No, I don't
No.
watch Invincible.
Okay. Why? Because you just didn't yet, or
I
You're not
don't
interested.
have plans on watching Invincible. Oh, this was one.
okay? Because I've watched the what?
I just don't have much interest in Invincible.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Once again, it's a superhero thing, and then I don't know how many people are into superhero things in this VC. I'm just a fucking geek
Trump
nerd when it
says the
comes
guy
to-
who tried to shoot up his dinner hates Christians.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That makes zero sense, but whatever.
When does he make sense?
You know what? True. Yeah, no, you have a point there.
Bro is fucking his own military in the fucking Middle East. Bro, the crew has a better chance actually fishing than actually getting fed by the USA.
A North Dakota state legislator Democrat died in a plane crash.
Oh shit. That's unfortunate.
Apparently it was a failed takeoff.
Ooh. That sucks.
Wait, isn't that
It got
also
into the
relevant?
air and was unable to stay in the air.
Okay, it was a machine.
Also, apparently, the Secret Service, who's like in charge of protecting Trump and like that event that he almost got shot at, supposedly, apparently they haven't been getting paid because
They aren't getting paid.
Because I guess they're under the Department of Homeland Security, and the Department of Homeland Security hasn't been funded by Congress because of ICE.
At this point, they can use Trump as a meat shield when a shooter comes.
Mm-hmm.
This is not get down, Mr. President anymore.
It's get up, Mr. President. Gong, 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 gong.
Shut up. Royal Guard.
Royal Guard. Royal Guard.
What are we talking about now?
Using Trump
Apparently, the
as meat shield to perform Royal
Secret
Guard.
Service hasn't been paid. They've not been
Well-
getting paid.
Oh.
They've been getting
Yeah.
zero money, zero funds, zero bitches.
Yeah, and so our advice was to like pick Trump up when one day when a shooter comes and use him as a Royal Guard.
Well, I mean, the first time they let him stand right back up after he supposedly got clipped in the ear by a sniper. That's a great idea. Let the guy who's getting shot at in the head stick his head up.
Yep.
While you lower the flag behind him so it's in shot for the cameras.
Yep.
You know, just saying.
That makes total
And
sense.
Trump becomes statistically the worst president in the United States history. Problem
Yes.
is, yeah, if like the thing is, if like the midterms fell and he actually like somehow
He surpassed
is not
Andrew
president
Jackson
anymore.
a long time ago.
With that short amount of wait, Andrew Jackson did he only have 1 term or 2 terms?
He had to. Andrew Jackson directly defied the Supreme Court once.
Oh,
Trump has done it multiple times. And
Okay, yeah.
Congress.
and that with a
Multiple
short amount of time. Damn.
Yeah. Also, Trump is way more corrupt because Andrew Jackson defied the Supreme Court not for corruption, just because he was racist.
Ah, okay.
Damn.
He was the first person to break
It's
out the little
neoclassic,
known, "Who's
Nick.
going to stop me?" Defense. Because the Supreme Court said no, you can't forcefully deport all these American Indians off this land. And he said, "What if I do anyway?"
Yeah.
I just hope that the USA eventually, in like the next 20 years or so, actually gets a fucking good president again.
Also,
I
I,
mean,
I wonder
dreams
what the
are free.
statistic is for how much of the national debt has been piled on by Trump specifically. Actually, I wonder if I can Google that.
What even was the last good president?
Obama?
But I mean, but like even better. Like you know, like a name. Like it's. I can't even remember, except Obama, which was very charismatic, yes. But other than that, well, at least not while I was alive.
I'm gonna take a quick wee. I'll explain in a bit how the tournament went. I could do that. Since, you know, I was there for 4 hours.
It was a Smash the tournament, right?
It was Smash for 3DS and Wii U. Specifically 3DS.
Did any of the judges said, "Oh, you can't pop off too hard"?
It was online, so we couldn't see it. No, but
Damn.
someone in one of the streamed sets pulled out the N-word as a taunt.
Oh my god, no!
Yeah, so online 3DS, when you taunt, there's text that you can see. And yeah, in the middle of the set, someone pulled the N-word because they got hit by Mr. Gamer and Watcher 9 and got immediately disqualified and kicked out of the server. So
You
that
were
was something. I'm
controller.
gonna go to the bathroom and explain the rest of the tournament.
Or someone had to do it, of course.
Hello?
This is.
What did you find, Meat?
I've just. Okay, you go ahead.
A photo from Trump's supposed latest assassination attempt. A photographer was photographed taking a photo during the incident with his camera in one hand and his bourbon in the other.
What? His what?
His alcohol.
Wow.
Ah.
His bourbon. Also, apparently, this is the only White House Correspondents' Dinner he has ever attended.
Hmm.
He's literally skipped every single one, except for this one.
That's.
And I think it will be the only one he'll ever do.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not saying it's like fake and was staged, but it's looking really sus.
Very, very sus.
Oh, there we go. That was a nice Wii. So sadly, bots have had to be edited to edit that out that I was talking about. Aside from that, so we had a couple streams ongoing. We had one of the tournament players having their run streamed, which is Supergirl Kels. She's a Sonic main. She plays in in all of the in Smash 4 for both the consoles and for Ultimate. I'm pretty sure she's the one that ended up winning the tournament. And we also had their winning, which is a good friend of mine who plays DDD, and he was doing both his own run and whatchamacallit, and oh my god, the word is not coming out. Help. And spectating for other tournament sets. There we go. That's what I wanted to say. So, we had his own sets. He lost in losers quarterfinals, I want to think. He ended up 5th in losers quarters, losing down to Pact, who got 4th. It was Pikachu DD. It nearly went to time, and there was an actual game, losers finals, that went the whole distance, the whole 7 minutes, which was on losers finals. So that was kind of exciting, kind of mind blowing, honestly, that a game would go that long. But yeah, it was just fun. I had Forbula. Yeah, Forbula with me. He was also another Smash player and TO as well as a co-commentator. He left before losers finals because he was tired and it was late for him as well. He was up since like 10 in the morning or something like that, so completely understandable. I stayed the whole until Grants, because by then it would have gone to Kel's stream, and Kel's wasn't having any commentary. It was just her playing. It's funny because while she was waiting, she was like bored of waiting. She just started playing Sonic Adventure DX while waiting for people to do their sets, to get into her own sets. She just kind of steamrolled the competition on the tournament. So yeah, it was fun. It was a grand old time. I was super glad that I got asked to go, and well, not go, but that I was asked to participate as commentary on a tournament, which I haven't done in a while, because last time I played Smash 4 was like 2021, 2022, and then I lost my copy of Smash 4, which I'm kind of heartbroken that I did. But yeah, it was fun. I got to meet some old friends. I got to see some new players. It was just all around good stuff.
News, apparently, Trump has effectively abolished the National Science Board.
Cringe.
This is the independent body that oversees the National Science Foundation, the agency that distributes $9 billion in federal research grants every year. He fired literally everyone by email.
Oh, that's dirty.
He can do that.
I'd like to point out, it was a 2-sentence email. The second sentence being, "Thank you for your service."
Which one's the first one? You're fired.
On behalf of President Donald J. Trump, I am writing to inform you that your position as a member of the National Science Board is terminated effective immediately. Thank you for your service.
Wow.
This is a 76-year-old independent institution. And he just fired them all. They serve 6-year staggered terms specifically so they cross presidential administrations and stay independent of whoever is in power.
Alf, there you go. They're not a yes man.
They have funded the basic science behind MRIs, cell phones, LASIK eye surgery, the global positioning system, the internet, Antarctic research stations, deep space telescopes, research vessels mapping the ocean floor, so on and so forth.
And he just fired them.
Mm-hmm.
And he can do that legally.
Apparently.
Hey. Hallelujah.
I don't get it.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. I just don't understand how this ended up being that Trump is, the president of the United States.
Me, here's actually a question for you. If he ends up losing the midterms, he cannot run again, can he?
The midterms is for Congress. Trump is not able to run for a third term.
Yeah.
In theory.
After which president was it done? Was it after FDR?
FDR.
Because he had 4 terms, because also he was the president of when World War II happened mostly. So yeah.
Also, apparently, another photo emerged from the thing of Stephen Miller being rushed out of the area, using his pregnant wife as a human shield.
So he used 2 people as a human shield. That's crazy. And that is okay, yeah. Hey, are there even like people with like a conscience anymore that sit around there in that ballroom, or can you just effectively say, yeah, okay, go boom? Because it feels like it literally feels like there are too many people that sit there that when they would be like, for some unforeseen reason, gone, it wouldn't be a loss. Like, goddamn.
Also, apparently, like, the guy like didn't even like get through security. He was stopped at security.
Huh.
Yeah, it was on another floor, up some stairs, and several sets of security away. Like, bruh, this was a non-incident.
Yeah.
Oh, there's more clips of people lazily making their way out of the area, grabbing wine and champagne bottles, just on their way out. You know. Also, I feel like it's relevant to note. You know who to build a ballroom and then put like secret security stuff underneath it?
Trump?
Well, Trump's doing that, but you know who did that in the past?
Who?
Uh, a certain Austrian Charlie Chaplin impersonator.
Oh no.
Yeah, guess where the Führer bunker was? It was
the
underneath
ballroom.
his ballroom.
Damn.
Hey, oh. The references are visible.
Well, that's cute. Apparently, in South Korea, declining birth rates means many rural schools are struggling to fill classrooms. So what they've done is they've invited elderly grandmothers to come to school because many elderly people in South Korea never formally learned to read.
Aw.
Yeah.
That's
So
very
they're
sweet.
using the spare capacity to help people.
That is very sweet. Yes.
Not a W for South Korea.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy how currently the world politics are so unbalanced. You have like countries that literally like collect like they're fucking collectors when it comes to W's, and then you have countries that like L, L, L.
Yeah.
It's insane.
That is the case. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Just peak vibes. We are now vibing. We have entered the vibing hour, the vibing minute. Do we have any recommendations? Anything that has happened lately? Any games? Any videos that you've watched recently that has gotten you curious?
The Onion video is a good one. Or it's a good comedy question mark.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I also do want to say on, because I sometimes look through Twitter, I saw something related to like games and such, and I saw one quote retweet made numbers around. I was like, and was someone saying, "Oh, gaming and anime didn't get you bullied back in like the early 2000s. It was pretty popular until the Weirdos came in." And when I heard that, I was like, excuse you? Like, from 1 to 10, how wrong are you, and why is it 10? Like, one of the things people bullied, like, other people for the most was gaming and anime. Unless it was, like...
Especially anime.
Especially, like, unless it was, like, FIFA and COD. You would get the shit out of yourself, like, bullied by...
But that's like such a stupid statement because, like, I mean, nowadays, like, bro, multiple YouTube videos literally talk about how strange it is that now anime is, like, widely fucking accepted after, like, just a few years. Like, a few years ago, anyone would have said, what the fuck is JJK? Now JJK is literally, like, a pop culture meme.
Yeah, now they're trying to gaslight people into thinking that, you know, early anime otaku / weeb culture wasn't real, which is like, no,
so fucking crazy.
Wrong.
So like, you have thousands of people posting Uma Musume memes. Like, it's fucking normal. Back then, that wouldn't have been the case.
No, it wouldn't have not. Even up to this case, people have just called it a fucking porn game and called you a weirdo for liking Uma Musume. It's the same with, like, video games. If you liked video games, you were a weirdo. Unless it was, like, very specific ones. So, like, saying that that's not true, that the weirdos, you know, are the normal otaku people that came in and ruined anime and gaming, it's like, no, you're just wrong. It's that kind of people that are the weirdos. Like, that specific person. I'm not gonna say, I don't remember exactly the person that tweeted the quote. All I know is that they had an RE4 Leon profile picture, which is cringe. Why would you tarnish the good name of Leon F. Kennedy?
Yeah.
Leon S. Kennedy, sorry. Do you know what the S on Leon S. Kennedy stand for, Darius?
Isn't Scott?
Yep, Leon Scott Kennedy.
Yeah. Leon Scott, yeah.
Oh wow! I've got us to the surprise of absolutely nobody moment, guys.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay.
The IDF has been violating the ceasefire in Lebanon 150 times in the last 48 hours.
Oh wow.
What a surprise!
But
it's just cringe on cringe. It just sucks. It stinks. It's poop. It's poop of the sheetin, you know? Why can't we have... Why are we on the clown timeline? This sucks.
We want out.
We all want out, not just me. Pretty
I said we.
Oh, I thought you said you, my bad.
No, I clearly said we. We want out.
It just sucks. I hate it here. Also, next week... Oh yeah, by the way, I just want to give a heads up. There is a non-zero chance that by the time May... like end of May rolls around, stream schedule is going to change, not because of my own personal volition, but because the place I was going to be doing internships at didn't have enough hours for my internship in the mornings, so I would just also have to go work in the afternoons.
no, you must be fucking kidding.
I'm not kidding. So I was
what
talking
the
about...
fuck?
At least I found a place, so I'm not like it sucks.
I mean, yeah, fair enough. It is something, but still, like.
But it's like I'm gonna have to try and start cramming things into maybe Saturday, and it's like I don't have enough hours in the day for Saturday. I'm not going to start doing 24 hours on streams on Saturdays.
Hey yo, guys!
I mean, I've done that before.
Mandatory 24 hours stream.
Okay, I've done 24-hour streams before, but I need to be ready, and
you can do it every week, okay? Like,
I'll probably get used to it.
I mean, you also stream for like every stream is 8 hours or 9 hours long, and I'm like,
Lately it's been more like
when
six,
it's not
six
school.
to 7. Yeah, no, when it's not school, it's 12 hours.
Yeah.
10 to 12 hours. You know, ignore the fact that my streams crash from time to time. It's also funny because we didn't have D&D nor PM D&D this week, and I just took advantage of both of them to do other things. So that's useful at least.
Move like to the end there, yeah.
What else could we talk about? What else can we talk about?
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh?
Apparently, in the 1960s and 70s, the Dutch had a unique motorsport, which was a race driven in reverse.
That sounds
hilarious.
fucking cool.
That's hilarious.
The vehicles were specially modified with special continuously variable transmissions, allowing them to travel at high speed backwards.
You know, it's funny. There's a car in Gran Turismo. I think it's Gran Turismo 7. An old American race car, the Chaparral 2J. I want to show all of you this car. It might look familiar to you. Because it is a very famous race car. Because it was also known as... Let me send you both a screenshot of the front and the back part. Also, the second picture is from Gran Turismo 7. Don't mind it. But it's a good picture for it. I'm sent in general. The fan car.
What the fuck?
That was a race car built in the 70s by Chaparral. So the thing that the Chaparral 2J had was like it had a bunch of fans that kept it like stuck to the ground. So it had like immense downforce. And I'm pretty sure, if I recall, like it dominantly won the Can-Am series for that year, and then immediately got banned the next year. Because it was too good of a race car. And so it had these like gigantic fans on the back of it that would suck up air and keep the car super stuck to the ground.
Ah, okay.
If I recall,
makes
I might
sense.
be wrong. I might just be spitballing. But yeah, it is a very unique car in the sense, like there's a lot of unique cars, but this is like a very known unique car. Like a lot of the what's it called, knowledge from this car would be used, you know, for future Formula 1 and other race cars, technology wise. So it was a pretty good investment for car industry.
Yeah.
I like cars.
Like cars.
If I ever go to Germany, I want to go visit the Nürburgring Nordschleife.
Oh yeah, the Nürnberg Ringschleife, yeah. Yeah. I mean, for someone that is a fucking big racing fan, yeah, that would be basically your spot to go, yeah.
Yep.
It's also in the good part of Germany, so don't worry.
Yeah, fun fact. Hold on, let me look. Oh wait, I'm being assaulted by Gollum. All right, Jaguar 60s Lemons. Oh yeah, so fun fact. There's a this car. It's so I'm gonna send a picture. This is the Jaguar XJ13. It was a prototype built for Le Mans races to compete against Ford and Ferrari back in the day, but it never came to fruition. And like a couple years later, it suffered like a massive accident, and it became like basically repairable. But they made like a full restoration of the car and it looks different now. And so for Gran Turismo 5, it was sent to the Goodwood Festival of Speed, which where a lot of the cars that were scanned for Gran Turismo 5 are. That image I sent on General, that is the producer and like director of Gran Turismo, Kazunori Yamauchi, driving the XJ13.
He looks like he's shitting.
He's a gearhead. He's an absolute gearhead.
Yeah. So looks interesting. That car.
Also, fun fact for Gran Turismo 5 and 6, there were two types of cars. This is something that kind of divided the community back in the day. There were cars that would like model like at the standards of like the PS3 era, which were dubbed premium cars. But there's also a lot of cars that were ported from PS2 titles. Like they were like given a little touch up, but they were like straight ported from the PS2. Some cars it's not as noticeable, but there's a couple ones that if you look at them, you're like, oh my god, that looks hideous. And those are like the standard cars. And there was a lot of like drama for that back in the day, if I remember. Okay, what else?
Oh, pretty interesting stuff.
Mm-hmm. Also, in the Gran Turismo games, especially in the older ones, sometimes there were cars that were tuned, like the AI drove, that were tuned in a way you could never realistically tune them. Like, as you, the player, if you max tuned a car, it would not be as fast as the cars the AI could drive. Which is ridiculous.
Okay.
But it is a thing.
And which game was it again? Was it? Yeah, I think it was Need for Speed Most Wanted.
Which one?
That had that.
Because there's two.
The one like but I was wanting to go. There was like you always in those racing games you have tracks playing in the background. What was it called again? Was it Pump It?
Pump it louder, pump
Yeah.
it louder.
Was that Most Wanted?
I don't think it was Most Wanted, because Most Wanted was way more. It might have been Underground. That sounds way more like it being Underground.
But yeah,
it's also in
that
the first
fucking track was amazing.
In the first Need for Speed Underground, if I recall, the starting track is no, I think it was Underground 2. It's Riders of the Storm. Which is the funny part is it's the Snoop Dogg version of Riders of the Storm.
Snoop Dogg.
Which I find very funny and very endearing. Snoop Dogg's funny. I like Snoop Dogg.
That's also what I've been doing lately. I've been listening to like the more older generation of rap back there, like
it's
Snoop
like
Dogg,
the thing
Dr. Dre, and so what's going on.
Need for Speed Most Wanted, the 2005 one. The vibe and everything, it's supposed to look like a gritty, industrialized city. So they had like metal and like heavy rock and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Another fun fact about Need for Speed Most Wanted, and I know this for a fact because I played Most Wanted on stream multiple times without music on. Most Wanted has a track on the game to play ambient sounds, so the player does have like ambient sounds if they don't have the music. This also happened in both Underground 2 and Carbon as well, which is the game before and after that one. I don't know if anymore, but yeah. Also, fun fact, for Need for Speed Most Wanted's map, Rogueport, it's actually used in multiple Need for Speed games. It's also used in Need for Speed Carbon Own the City for the PSP, and also used in the PS2 and Wii ports of Need for Speed Undercover.
Oh yeah, Need for Speed Undercover was also a game.
Yeah, it was my first Need for Speed, so I have fond memories of it, but it is
My first Need for Speed was Hot Pursuit.
the 2010 one or the old one?
The Wii.
Okay, the newer one, the 2010 one. Yeah, Hard Pursuit was like more in the line of like fancy fast cars instead of like the grittier, more what's it called, tuner vibe that the like early era black box games wanted, which is like Underground 2, Most Wanted, Carbon. I think the only exception to that is probably Pro Street, which is more focused on actual racing, which is still cool. It's still a cool thing. I'm trying to ban out time. I'm sorry. It's like I wanted to at least make it so we have 2 hours. Here's the facts.
I've also tried the new game. It's not going to be something for Jimmy because it's a horror game, which is called White Knuckle. You're basically stuck in a facility, and you have to climb. Like you basically have the left and right mouse button, and each is like the other hand. And it is fucking difficult. I've been sweating because of that game, because you traverse like it's not just you climb a straight wall. No, like the further you go, the facility gets more messed up. It starts getting crooked. You have to like slowly use one hand one at a time, and then you also have enemies that you have to kill with a hammer. And some places you even have to like what's it called? Like something that you put into the wall and you can climb on it with a hammer.
Think I know what you're talking about. Yes, but
like basically you also get them. You get them, and sometimes there are areas you can't reach without that. You also have like metal rods that you have to like shoot against the wall so you can climb further. And also you have time stress, because deep below you at the start you have a biomass which is slowly like out of that's made of various dead people that are now more alive because biomass and stuff. And it makes scary fucking noises. Like they are literally chanting strange noises. And if it's like nearly on the same area or like a floor as you are, you hear like and it's
you hear
it even made me stress out. Yeah.
Yeah, no thanks. I'm fine. I'll pass on that.
And now I've also reached the next area where apparently we're like in like vents and stuff, and you get haunted by a fucking black tentacle tall monster. Like it's basically a Slenderman figure that has tentacles on its back and has wide eyes, and it literally like, and the closer it gets, you suddenly see hands appearing on your screen, and it gets darker the more close it is. Like, as a horror fan, this is absolutely amazing, but my hands have been sweating so hard, like holy fucking shit. Also, like, it's only $14, so hey, if anyone is into like that kind of game, it's fucking worth those $14. Like, holy hell.
I was talking to what I'm excited for coming up soon. So apparently, a new Atlas update's gonna come by this next summer. This summer. And apparently, one of the classes that you play, that has been, given skills and such, which is Magas, one of the second tier classes, is gonna be complete by the time that update rolls out, and I'm super excited. I'm honestly just in general super excited for new updates in this game because I just like Atlas.
Doesn't every class except the bandit have like a subclass?
Yes, but they will introduce the subclasses for bandit later. Like they are planned, but they need to be like prepared with moves and such. But yeah, bandit right now is the only one that doesn't have a subclass ready.
Because like the first character I've played with like Atlas through was like a bandit character. I still have to like level him up to like the max and stuff, her to the max and stuff, but I also like no like last time I played Atlas, it was like I played a mage with you, a bird mage that was like on Roomba, and I don't know why, but I find now at least the mage is far easier than the bandit gameplay wise. I also have like soloed, like I've played solo the bandit, so yeah. Mages just basically just can cast. Boom. Everything works out.
Hmm.
Alright. So,
I just want to
anything-
run on the hardest difficulty in my game just by using one simple coin.
Ultra Kill be like. Speaking of games,
Uh.
we're approaching with when I'm playing with Bond and Miles. I think I've talked about this before. The funny mode where they get to decide what I do as my team manager, and I just do
Yeah.
voices for them. We're approaching the end game. Like we're starting to get. We finished last week. We did like all of the Japanese events. We finished all the Japanese events. We were missing 3, and we just started like, okay, let's just knock them out. And next week, we're probably gonna spend a good bit of money because we need to buy specific cars from different like companies, not companies, countries.
Oh
from
yeah,
the
you
European
reminded
ones.
me of something. I can say that later when you're finished, but oh my god, how did I forget that?
No, go ahead. I can wait.
No, it's a different topic.
But yeah, it's just
So-
like I'm low key. I wasn't expecting to be doing all of the European, American, and Japanese events, but it just kind of happened. Because they
Mr.
need.
International.
They want the thing is they want to get I've told them the rules of this. They have to get 1 million credits and win the Gran Turismo World Championship. And so far they've done they've commanded me with different cars and shit. With it we've done I'm gonna send you all the image of the garage and the
We have to go to the
you
top.
probably won't understand anything, but that's basically what we have. Like on the right side is all the events that we've done, and the left side are all the cars we own. Top is current credits, and the objective is smack down in the middle. So yeah, I can't wait to see what how that develops. Because it's just fun. They understand nothing about cars. I'm the nut guy. I'm the I'm the gear man. But it's fun to move them around the game and see how they understand things and learn more. Meanwhile, I'm just racing. I think the idea that I want to do after I do Gran Turismo 4, I want to have them play with me through, like, have me play through Need for Speed Most Wanted. Like, it's a complete 180. Instead of going for more circuit racing, we go for a street racing game. Also, Meep, what does WHCD mean?
WHCD?
Yeah.
Back.
WHCD?
From the Trump thing.
Oh, the White House Correspondents' Dinner for the press event that he...
Oh.
Yeah, that thing. Also, he apparently brought, like, the entire, like, fucking cabinet with him.
Whack.
What is this sheet?
Also, apparently, before the event, Caroline Levitt, the press secretary, was, like, giving an interview, and it mentioned about shots fired. Oh my god, it's so blatant!
It's so blatant, it's not even funny.
What is that sheet you posted, Jimmy?
The Excel sheet from our... So, the thing is, because I was playing on an already, like, played through save file, I didn't want to lose track of the cars we had. So I was like, okay, Miles and Bond, I'm gonna make an Excel sheet to share with you two all the cars we get along, like, around the game, and what events we do, so we don't repeat them by accident. Because one of the things I told them is like, once an event is done and beaten, we are not going back to it. So we can't grind money by going back back and forth in one of the events over and over and over and over again.
Yeah,
I'm like,
makes sense.
okay, and that's mostly what I've been doing. So on the left side, you have the garage. each car has a color. If it's a racing car, it usually puts livery. And then you have the drivetrain of the car, which is FR. It means that the engine's on the front, but the power is driven to the back wheels. It's front engine rear wheel drive. 4WD means all-wheel drive, like all of the tires are moved by the engine. FF is front engine front wheel drive. MR means that the engine is like in the middle of the car, like the middle back side of the car, and it powers the rear tires. And RR, like a Porsche would be, it means that the engine is at the like very back of the car and pushes the rear tires.
Let's see.
The more you know.
Oh, looks pretty interesting.
Yeah, I like cars, so this is all cool to explain to them. So yeah, we have a bunch of we have some rally cars, we have some like random cars, a few race cars. I started this. The funny thing is, I was like, how to start this with friends that have no idea. I was like, okay, I have an idea for a funny. Let's give them a race car and no money. So I gave them the Opel Astra touring car as their starter car, but they had no money, so they couldn't spend anything on anything else. So they couldn't buy any cars, they couldn't buy anything. So they would have to start slowly telling me where to go to get money to be able to, afford a car, afford upgrades, afford tires, all that stuff. It's also been a pretty good experience for me because I've been slowly getting better at the game as well, so that helps. But yeah, game's been going well. And yeah, can't wait for that. I've also been playing through Terraria with them through 1.4.5. We're in hard mode now. Can't wait to...
Normal Terraria.
Normal. We can't play
Okay.
modded because of Bon got scared off when installing Tmod Loader because some weird things happened. She was like, I don't trust this. When she said, I was like, okay. Fair enough. I'm not gonna push her to try something that she doesn't feel safe doing.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, normal Terraria is also pretty cool.
Yeah, normal Terraria is hella fun, especially now. They have the Power collab. You can flambe 8 people with fox sparks and use it as a flamethrower.
What the fuck is this?
The
Flamethrower!
The fuck? The
Flammenwerfer!
fuck
What
is in the air? The fuck?
So, apparently,
Uh-huh.
someone running to be a United States Senator in the midterms, in South Carolina, they're trying to become a senator for South Carolina,
Uh-huh.
has posted on, their Twitter that if they are elected, they will ban Muslims from worshipping the Hagia Sophia.
The what?
Wait, what? Say that again.
I'd like to point out that the Hagia Sophia is in Istanbul.
Yeah, it is in Istanbul. It's Big Boy. Big Boy Church.
Uh-huh.
Which now should be changed to a moschee. According to plans.
Mining away.
Big boom, big boom. Ah, yeah, but I was crazy enough to start a Dark Souls run, Soul Link run, with 2 friends.
Wait, Soul Link? How can you do a Soul Link run on Dark Souls?
And we don't do it with mods and stuff. We literally we made an Excel sheet,
Uh-huh.
made some rules, and some consequences when rules are broken, but also more private consequences. But yeah, and basically, when another one dies, we have to port back. So we have to run all the way again, and it is a death for all of us. It counts as a death for all of us. So yeah, that means, for example, if I am nearly finishing off the boss and someone of the other 2 dies, well, fuck it. I can't kill him. I can't kill the boss. I have to return.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah. It sucks, yeah, and there have been several times where that happened. I mean, one of the friends is an Souls-like addict. Actually, yeah, addict. He has nearly 400 or 500 hours in all of the Souls-like games, and not like in total. He has 500 hours in Souls-like games. So yeah, he is pretty good. And the other one is a more of, yes, everything is awesome type of guy, which led to him having the most death count. But yeah, we're doing fine, and we're currently at Dark Souls 1, and the next one that comes up is Dark Souls 3 actually, which I haven't played. I haven't played Dark Souls 3 yet.
Why?
So that's going to be
why
fun.
3 and not 2?
We are going to add 2 next year. We plan to do this yearly, so we like always want to add a new game because Souls like come out every year basically these days. So we decided, you know what? We're going to take Dark Souls 2 for next.
Yeah, fair enough.
Dark Souls 2 is also far, like it's, I'd say, the most unique between the Dark Souls, like the Dark Souls trilogy. But yeah, and
Also,
then
isn't
Elden
Demon's
Ring,
Souls
and
like
then
like
Sekiro.
part of the
What?
Dark Souls? Isn't Demon Souls also part of it? Or,
Technically
like,
yes, but
by the same
one of
company?
one of my friends doesn't want to play Demon Souls. I haven't asked why. But yeah, it's technically a part of it. I don't know if it's lore-wise also a part of the Dark Souls thing. I know the Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3 are. But yeah. And the last game is going to be Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, which apparently is also the hardest. So yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, sounds like
Yeah,
it.
we should soon be finished with Dark Souls 1.
Alright, I think it's time for recommendations and wrapping it up. So, anyone got some recommendations?
So the horror game I've mentioned, White Knuckle,
Mm-hmm.
Dark Souls, Invincible.
When I think
is
of
there any other
Invincible,
game I've
of the
played
word
ever?
Invincible, I think of the fucking the Homer Simpson meme. I am invincible, invincible.
Yeah.
You know, you just get
I am
smacked.
invincible. Invincible. No!
Yeah, exactly. No!
And because I have to say it and I will say it again, I recommend Jujutsu Kaisen. Please watch the anime, please!
Bolt, I have a question for you.
What?
Is the game you're playing, is the protagonist a raccoon or a rat?
It's a raccoon.
Yeah, okay.
Why do you think it's called Raccoon?
Yeah, I was about to say, because I saw you getting on it on Steam right now.
Yeah. It's because I managed to get my first gold ticket run by using one simple coin.
1 coin. Haha, 1!
Yeah, one! Like, all of it needs is just 1 coin and 1 single prize. Granted, they are on the highest rarity, but to be fair, it makes sense as to why that is the case. Long story short, 1 coin can gain an immense amount of value, and then I can use the prize to copy that value to other coins.
Whack.
To the point where it goes to E10.
When I think of E10, I think of Bellator. I still need to get a run, like, far into Bellator. I'm not that good at Bellator.
I literally go to the game and I see a fucking funny German review that is positive for like the coin game.
I literally did not play as any other character until I decided to get the golden prize, like the golden ticket win. Oops.
Whoa.
Or just determined.
Alright. Meep. Meep.
Yeah?
Bolt, did you have any recommendations?
Nope.
Bolt?
I guess for coin.
You guess for coin. Okay. So, my recommendation this week is the... Fuck. It's not Atlas, although I always recommend Atlas. No, I think I think people should get Doom plus Doom 2 on Steam. Because it's like the 2024 version of Doom, where you get Doom 2, the master levels of Doom, Final Doom, both Platona and TNT Evolution. You get Sigil 1 and 2. You get Legacy of Rust, which is a brand new, like, for this specific form of Doom. Yeah, for a specific version of Doom. I think you get something more, and it's just like a compilation of all of that. I've been playing through Doom 1 right now on, I think, the hardest difficulty, which is not Hermit Plenty. Was it Hermit Plenty? No, it's not Hermit Plenty. Hermit Plenty.
No, Help Me Plenty is not it.
Ultraviolence, there we go. We've been playing it on Ultraviolence. It's fun. I killed the Cyber Demon.
The Cyber Demon!
I shot it until it died. Yeah, I remember because Mimic was like, okay, you killed the Lost Souls, I'll kill the Cyber Demon. And then immediately after, like, fuck, I'm dead. I'm like, oh, well, guess it's up to me, and I killed it. I got hit by I got hit by one rocket because of lag.
Oof.
But I was fine, so
You got better.
I mean, it's not like Doom's a hard game.
You mean the original ones?
Once you get used to them, they're not that hard.
Till
And
you
they're not
meet
that hard to
then
get used to
Doom
because-
Eternal, which is on the hard, like, okay, the hardest difficulty with it doesn't mean that if you die once you get reset to the start.
I'm not playing
That is-
that shit, dude.
Holy shit. I'm going to be excited about your opinion when it comes to Doom Eternal when you one day get it. It's like that game is my favorite out of the fucking what's it called? The Doom franchise.
Doom.
Doom. What do you mean, Doom?
Look, get back, you stupid pig. Fuck you.
Okay, okay.
Bruh.
That's all?
I think that's pretty much it then for me too. So, after I kill this Whizbore, you know, if it lets me, thank you. Oh, great. Okay, let me finish this quest really quickly. But that would probably be up for it. Like, I want to say I've talked to the TO of the tournament series that I was talking about a moment ago, and maybe I'll be on other ones. Hopefully the VOD is gonna be up for it once, you know, the thing that needs to be censored gets censored.
Yep.
Because that needs to happen. Like, why would you do that? They were like Kirby player
For
too.
you,
It's
that's
like,
why.
bruh. How can you be such a jackass as a Kirby player? Like, that should not be legal. Get out of my game. Get out of the game.
Turn his TV off.
You turn the TV off.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well.
think that's gonna be everything for today then. Do we have anyone we want to raid? Let's see if there's anyone interesting to raid. If not, we'll just kind of end the stream here for today.
Yeah, no one in particular.
Oh, Ryan's still doing Mario 64 runs. Let's raid him. Alright, thank you so much everyone for watching. I will see you all tomorrow with a normal stream schedule still. yeah. Also, I had no idea what title to give Roomba today, so I just went Roomba of insert blank statement here. But yeah, bye-bye.
Thanks for all the cheese.
Pineapple.
Cheese. Alright. And